Welcome back to part 4 of Jonah's boxing blog with the great Gary Simkiss.
Hello.
On this part as well now, it's going to get really interesting with some really great things.
So right now, in Gaz's own words, he's going to tell us some stories about when he went to Jersey and he's totally changed his life to a total upper level into boxing. Travelled the world, met some amazing people.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do it in a few 15-minute episodes, but take it away, Gaz.
Yeah, so obviously I got to Jersey. They didn't know anybody. I was just squatting. I was in this fish and chip shop. It's just a seasonal job. Squatting upstairs. We had no electric, we had no light, no nothing. So I found my way to the boxing club, as you do. And I went to the boxing club just for a shower, for a shower. Anyway, got to meet people, got talking to them, and sure enough, I started training there. And there's some lads there, some top lads, some like this lad who's number 1 in the country for the middleweight, and we had some like multi-nations. There were some half decent lads there. There was, because there's more of the country there was. And so sure enough, I started coaching. I thought, I've got so much to give. So I was lucky that I was give back some of this experience. And I was to train, I was to spar with all the lads, and to me it was easy to spar with truthfully, but they was amazed. I was like, don't forget we come from where we come from. It was tough sparring, but these lads was tough lads, you know what I mean, and good lads. And then in '93, Billy Schwer came over to train for a British title fight. Even Jack Lindsay's trainer, and sure enough, because that's how I am. I'm like a gym rat. I was always in the gym. I says, can I, move around? He said, no problem. So, and I said, I work with Billy, and but I got to meet Jack Lindsay's trainer, unbelievable trainer, and he taught me. He took me to another level, truthfully, from where I come from. He really did, and fitness wise, and punching bits and pieces, and he boxed, and he won the British title fight again. I went to the show with him, brilliant, in Luton, and he came back, and then he had a couple of years later he boxed for Alice in Vegas, and he got beat for that. But I trained him for that fight. I trained for that fight as well. And while that's going on, I'm picking up bits and pieces for coaching myself. You know what I mean? I was like, I thought this is the way I want to go now. So I was coaching the lads, and so I was coaching the lads in the amateur club, and I was doing this, and then in the early '90s, here's another story for you now. Steve Collins was in Tokyo or something like this, and Billy Schwer was there, and Mike Tyson was fighting at this fight, but the whole show got collapsed. Anyway, Steve says to Billy, where do you train? He said, I go to a little place called Jersey in the Channel Islands. And sure enough, Steve, 95, after the second Eubank fight, Steve was walking the streets, and I was on the doors at the time. And I worked for somebody who was working on Sunday afternoon. My friend Timmy from Cork, he went, that's Steve Collins, that is. I said, no, honestly, don't forget, he was double champion, middleweight champion, and super middleweight champion.
And just for people who don't know who Steve Collins is, if you look up on the big screen here, this is Steve Collins.
The Celtic warrior.
Here's Gaz.
Yeah, that's it. That was the second Eubank fight. So that was the second Ben fight.
Second Ben fight, that one.
In the MGM. So in the NEC arena, yeah.
Is he one of the first pro boxers you was training with to start you off?
No, that was I trained with, like I said, Billy Schwer, and but then Steve came over in '96, and at the time each trainer was Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach brought over Frankie Lyles. Freddie, that was the De La Hoya. He was training De La Hoya at the time there. That was in the MGM.
These are international superstars, I hope you do know people. Freddie Roach, one of the top trainers and coaches across the world.
He was training De La Hoya at the time there, when De La Hoya boxed Mayweather.
How old was you here?
early 20. Sorry, I was how was I then? Jesus, so that would have been
Early 40s.
yeah, 96, 90. That's 95, 96. What's that? I can't work it out. I'd have been like
17 years
Yeah,
ago.
but such a young, like to be mixing with all the superstars at that age.
unbelievable.
Did you go to America with Freddie and that?
Yeah,
Or, yeah?
I went 6 times, and I mean, and did you know he'd get me the tickets up at the tickets like and that, but and it was great.
How long did you train with Steve Collins for?
2 years, 95, 96 and 98. I did his last 5 fights. I did over 400 rounds sparring.
400 rounds. Is that you sparring with him as well?
With him, we had 3 sparring partners. We had lads from England, we had lads from America. But some of the lads said, "Oh, I've got jet lag. They didn't fancy it, truthfully, because some of these lads, they all want to protect their own career anyway. Because it was just when we sparred, it was tough. It was tough. Hardest fight you ever have. Believe you me. There's no referee there. It's tough fighting. You know what I mean, they're paying you good money, so you know what I mean.
You got to give it all.
They want you there. You've got to give them whatever.
The best out you.
Oh my life.
Who did he fight? Where he was trying to say he had 5 fights?
He did. Well, he boxed Neville Brown. Remember Neville Brown?
Yeah.
He boxed Neville Brown. Then we had the 2 Brown fights. And then he boxed Frederick Sellier. Frederick Sellier was he's a French champion. And he boxed someone called Steve Cummings, and that was his last fight. That was in Scotland. In the Calvin Hall, that was great. I mean, the 2 Ben fights was the 2 Ben fights was it was unbelievable.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Ben Eubank fights was brutal.
Because we had to put it on. We had to put it on, Steve, because we think we're going to get the best of Ben's going to turn up. You know what I mean? So you've just, your job is to get, like, that's when I first met Glenn Catley in '96. Glenn came over, won. You know what I mean? He was British champion at the time. Unbelievable. And I had a great journey with Glenn. I did 3 camps with Glenn. Took me all around the world with Glenn. I had some great times with Glenn. Unbelievably brilliant times.
Well, I want to go through a few of these photographs with you. Tell us about this one.
So I used to work in the jail I was in jail for 20 years, and we did kind of like some inspirational talking because Glenn's like an afternoon speaker now. He took a degree, and he talks, and like I say about Glenn, when he talks, people listen to Glenn, and so we got all we got the prisoners, and we got all them involved, and Glenn came over a few times to Jersey, and to tell his story, to try and change these lads. It's not all about the crime. You know what I mean? I used to do the boxing in the jail as well. I used to get the lads fighting in the jail and training. They loved it. They absolutely loved it. Because what we all know, for some mad reason, boxing is like, it's a unique sport. You know, we've had people who all come from jail, or come from dysfunctional backgrounds to get to where they are now, kind of thing. So, and yeah, it was great that I'm very good friends with Glenn. As he's coming up tomorrow, we're going for a boxing. There's a boxing talk at Cannock with Mike Watson, and Ben's there and Steve's there. So, and I'm lucky I've got an invite to go there as well. So
Brilliant.
yeah, it's it's great. And we see we're always going to be there. Yeah, so it'll be good to catch up with these people. Are brilliant.
Want to tell us about some of the memories we've going along and travelling with some of these people?
I mean, Glenn's story is unbelievable, because to me, Glenn's a club fighter. As in, a club fighter is, you're kind of this level. But for him to be WBC champion, be world champion, was unbelievable. And we went to Hamburg in Germany. We took it off Michael Bayer. Last round. It's unbelievable. To me, in my boxing experience, of all my experience, it's the best thing that I've ever been a part of. No matter what I've ever done, but for Glenn, that was unbelievable. You know what I mean? So we used we was there for like 8 weeks training camps and unbelievable. And we used to same thing because training camps are very monotonous. You train, you sleep, and then you give some dinner. Got the pictures of same thing over and over again. And we used to walk this walk, and there's like in Germany, and we used to talk about the fight and about the fight and visualise the fight. And we had this visualising what was going to happen. Where Glenn was at the top of the stairs. He had the green and gold belt on him, and he had his 2 kids. He didn't even know the kids was there, but his wife Kelly took the kids over. And he had the 2 kids, and sure enough, that night, that happened. That vision was there. He's at the top of the stairs. He had the belt on. He had the 2 kids, and all shit, like unbelievable,
Brilliant,
unbelievable. Because Glenn was only small, 5'8", because all these Germans, and you know what I mean. So, but I remember the last round. And this isn't a true story. So he's in the corner, and they're all talking to. They're all talking, but he's not listening. They're all talking, but I mean. So back in the day when McGuigan got beat by Cruz, you either slap your face or you can get your ears and twist your ears up. It creates a reaction. Sure enough, there's all talk as argument. Because I was in the corner. Boom! I got his ear, and I literally pulled his ear off. Honestly, he'll tell you himself because he's going to write this book. He's going to put it in the book. And he for weeks later, his ear was black and blue. He saw me if I ear. I mean, and I was going right down, because that was shot right hand, and sure enough, boom, right hand, and the rest is history. Honestly, he went down champion. I mean, WBC champion of the world, unbelievable. He's a club fighter, but and I will always I tell that story over and over again. That was an unbelievable experience. How we come from being from there to there, and then there was the highs, and then the lows. With his first defence in South Africa. No reason why the money was rubbish. I don't know why he went to South Africa for, and he got beat. He got beat his first defence. There was the lows of boxing. I didn't get into Bala. We shouldn't have even been there. Yeah, we wanted to get out of South Africa, but he got talked around. Let's stay there. The money was shocking, but that was the journey. It's all part of the journey.
Yeah, you had promotions while leading up to the fight.
Yeah, brilliant. It's brilliant. I mean, the weighing and the TV. It's great. When we go to the rules meetings and things like that, in for Steve's rules, I went to all Steve's fights for the 2 band fights and things. You go to the rules meetings and. Oh, it was great days. It was unbelievable. There's me, little just around the blocks. We just, being around these people like that. Walking to a room, Oscar De La Hoya's there, or right. You get like all the top boxers there, like it's Roberto Duran. It's like meeting
Leonard Sugar,
meeting Sugar and Leonard, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean. I first went to see Freddie in LA in about 97, 98. And what's his name now? I can't think his name now. Yeah, James Toney, because James Toney boxed for Freddie. He was the most gifted, and he was in the gym there training. It's unbelievable.
Heavyweight, wasn't he?
James Toney was middleweight, wasn't he? James Toney, but in the end he went to middleweight. He was a manic depression, wasn't he? He was just excess that kept him eating. And I went to Gleason's. Gleason's gym in New York. Bruce Silverglade runs Gleason's. All the top people. Poison Junior Jones was there back in the day. But to be in Gleason's, Muhammad Ali, they've all been there. What a place Gleason's was, mate. It was an unbelievable, great place.
Well, we're just going to take another short break. We'll be back in a minute with some more amazing stories.